Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is officially June 1st, and we are now 6 months through 2024. The time has flown. Gentlemen, how are we doing today?
It's a good day, family. It is absolutely a good day. How y'all gentlemen doing?
Doing good, man. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Mr. Think, how you doing, bro? It's been a minute since we had you on here officially, bro.
Man, I'm doing good, man. I'm all right. I'm doing good, man. Been working like crazy, so I have been gone for a little bit. I have limited time today because I am working this morning, but I'm here. I am here. I am here.
Listen, man. Perk, what's up, bro?
Man, loving to see my brothers in the building, man, on June the 1st. It's a beautiful day to kick off this beautiful month of June. So many things to celebrate on so many different levels.
Yeah.
Glad we can tap in this morning.
Heck yeah, man.
We got a lot to talk about.
Oh, wow. Look, it looks like you got a few things on your mind, bro. What you got?
Man, it's so, where do we start? I mean, from the traveling to the Mama years to, you name it. It's just been a crazy jam-packed month of May. Where do we begin on so many different levels, right? A lot of people put in for the raffles for the Travis Scott Canaries, aka the Elkins, and have taken fat L's across the board,
Man,
folks.
listen. The amount of L's that everybody has basically taken on. Let's not even just the Travis Scotts. We got J Balvin's,
Oh,
Travis Scott's. Don't forget about the Futura Dunks. And then I guess you could add in there the Jordan 17s for those out there that went for them. You know what I mean? But I mean, with all them L's, we could build a staircase to heaven, bro.
Don't forget about the New Balance Action Brunsons.
Action Bronson.
Don't forget about those.
Man, yeah,
Action Bronsons.
yeah, man. Them L's will take us into the stratosphere. The stairway into the stratosphere with all them L's, bro. Like, man.
But the crazy thing is, though, right? Just when we think we're catching our breath, right? Because June is moderately, quiet. So it's July.
Moderately, yes.
Of getting prepared to go back to school for the kids, right?
Yep.
Adidas comes out and hits us with Yeezy days for the month of June, folks.
And we're not done too because Monday, come Monday, we got another Yeezy day coming.
Four more waves coming, folks. So, the sneaker industry is like, no. Your wallet will not breathe, sir. Asthma attack. Break out the
I mean, listen, it's not a bad move on their part to drop them in June like that when there's not a whole lot coming from Nike. So,
absolutely. Everything is timing. I say it all the time. It's a perfect timing mechanism. And right now, people are excited. They're excited for the potential last go round, for the Yeezy Adidas partnership. And so, hey, summertime's here now, so last chance to get those slides for retail, get those foam runners, along with maybe some some golden grails like the zebras, for example. Right?
Yes.
And, yes. So it's definitely some things out there to just spin the block on, if you did not have the fortune enough to do it back in 2021 and then again for 2022. So
this is let me tell you guys, man. So somebody in the family hit on something. Okay. Somebody in the family hit on those Travis. Whether it was your size or it was not your size. Who cares?
A win's a win.
That is true.
You hit. So without any further ado, can that individual show that beautiful silhouette?
No. Yeah.
Can someone show that beautiful silhouette?
Hey.
Let's give this guy, his due respect. You know what I mean?
Let me change up right here real quick. Let's see if I can, because this light is completely blinding this out here. Hold on. There we go.
There we go.
So I was fortunate enough to hit on an in-store raffle at my local sneaker shop. So shout out to Success. You know, they're always coming through for your boy, showing them some love, and able to hit on a size 6.5 women's on the Canary. So, bam. I was able to kind of make it out of the jungle by the skin of my teeth here.
Definitely, man. Congrats to you. You know what I mean? That's absolutely dope because everybody was not able to hit. And shout out to our family, Ken, who hit as well. You know what I mean?
Congrats.
Man, Ken got that hot hand, bro. I'm talking about that boy got that skillet hand. So, shout out to all y'all out there who absolutely hit, man. Like I said, if one of us cop, we all cop. That's what I'm talking about. And I will tell you guys this, man. I took all L's across the board. Okay, I mean L after L after L after L.
Mm-hmm.
So it is what it is. But we got to move forward. All right. But I will say this. I'm mad about those Action Brunsons. I'm really a little bit ticked off about that whole situation because it's like, come on, man. But where your kicks, you was right. You say, hey, bro, man, we got to be 30 minutes, 15 minutes ahead of schedule just because they might do some real slick and dirty underneath the carpet. You know what I mean? And that was absolutely bad business on Brunson and New Balance.
Lewis, I think you're muted.
We can't hear you, bro.
Oh, there we go. All
there
these
you go.
Technical difficulties I'm having this morning, man. Damn. Yeah, they dropped them about 15 minutes early, actually, the Action Bronsons. So I saw the alert. I tried to get in there for a pair. That site got botted up like you wouldn't believe. I only saw like a couple W's out there on Twitter, but yeah, them Action Bronsons weren't. It was a bad release. A bad release to say the least. But Perp, you said you got out of there by the skin of your teeth with them Travis. How were things at the store?
Oh man. So overall they had, a size run from 6.5 all the way up to a women's 13.5, right? So that would be a size 12.
Yeah. 12, yeah.
But, birdies were saying that there were only like 1 to 2 pairs, per size at that higher level. I mean, like there were slim pickings. So I actually put in for a women's 12.5. I did not hit, of course, but, thanks to my beautiful people and my long-standing relationship with the wonderful folks over at Success, they were able to let me spin the block on one that did not get claimed. So, boom, I was able to scoop up something and not leave. Like Denzel says, I'm leaving here with something.
Man.
So they showed the boys some grace. So, I was able to.
Congrats.
Yeah. So,
that is dope.
So now, Mr. Think, I feel like you with those Travis Scott Phantoms. You know what I mean?
100. Yes, sir. No, that's
which,
dope.
by the way, have gone through the roof. I don't know if you checked the resale.
I have. I've been checking.
So,
man, where are they at? Where are they at resale wise?
For my size,
at 1,000 for you, right?
No, because I was at a size 7.
Where you
at? 7. So it's right about like 720, somewhere around there in that area.
But you sitting on them as long as you have, though, you definitely netted one heck of a profit. You've been able to extend it out. So,
what size are they?
I'm checking right now. Hey, we're a men's 7.
Man,
a men's 7. So yeah,
I like
StockX shows 689 right now on the men's 7.
Yeah, we're right about that 700 area.
Yeah, 700, 689. Yeah, I love those Phantoms, bro. Them Phantoms. Listen, Purple Haze to tell y'all, man, I was trying to cop them Phantoms like crazy. Yeah, I like the Phantoms a lot. So, shout out to you, man.
Ooh, I'm thankful, man. I'm 5-8 for Travis right now, man. I'm trying to keep that going.
Oh no, yeah, no, you've been hitting.
Yep, you've been hitting.
Hey, shout out to everybody that's tapped in with us this morning here on Saturday, man. And it's funny though, Perp. You talk about pandemonium at the store because there's been a couple sneaker drops now, obviously, that have happened this year with the Balvins and the 17s, surprisingly, where there were a couple shops out there that were doing first come, first serve, and it was not a good look. It was not a good look. The first one was, all right, I want to say they were in New York. I'm not sure exactly where they were, but, people were standing in line, first come, first serve for the Balvins. And your boy was trying to, scare his way to the front of the line. You know what I mean? And then with what happened at Fat Joe's store for the 17s, that wasn't a good look either. And then what did you think about what Fat Joe had to say? Because he had a lot to say as far as how his store handled the release and what everybody was saying.
So here's my thing. You're a celebrity, right? If you have the money, because just because you're a celebrity doesn't mean you have the money, but let's just say, what people think about celebrities and money. If you open up a sneaker store, a fashion store, whatever, and there's a high traffic that you feel will be there, either A, you need to go ahead and hire a security company, right, to go ahead and be out there to ensure nothing crazy happens, or B, you need to go out, and talk to those public servants, right? To say, hey, this is what's going on to be a high traffic area. Can you guys come out and just, circle the block and monitor? Something should have been done, because what that does is we understand that outside factors of your store is not controllable. We get that. But if you already know, because of your name, because of your status, because of a product that you're selling that potentially a lot of people want, you have to go out there and protect your customers, and you have to protect your status, right? Because if something bad happens at your store and you're like famous, right, that's a bad light on you, right? That is a bad shine on you. So you have to make sure that your area is tightly locked down when something major occurs, because that's only going to make you look better. At the end of the day, people are still going to buy it, but your name will be start running through the dirt.
Well, okay, let's play devil's advocate for a second, right? Those are some very good points that you just threw out there, Jay. But what's to say that, publicity of any name of the sort is still publicity nonetheless. And it's still going to have people talking about your business, right?
Yep.
So some people have that type of ideology, right? Some people, like, hey, as long as you're talking about my business, I don't care, right? People are still going to have curiosity. People are still going to fall through at the end of the day. But I do agree with you. If you're going to have a release of that nature, you definitely need to have some type of perimeter built, right? Safety not only for your premises, but safety for your customers and the people that are patronizing your business. So I think that, balls were dropped, obviously, no Diddy, and that there were and things were, taken into consideration. So,
hey, yeah,
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Right on time.
Yo,
That was a good one. That was a good one. I like that.
Hey.
So where your kicks? What you think?
Man, listen, this is why camping out has gone to the wayside, bro. I mean, for situations like that, you're just trying to line up and get yourself a pair of kicks, bro. But once those doors, first off, the clip that they showed online for Fat Joe's store, there was already like 15 people inside, and it's a little boutique store. Ain't no way all them people are working in there. So those pairs were already pretty much spoken for them people that got inside early. The rest of that crowd was probably fighting over 10 pairs total in all the sizes. Just like, Perp, you just said, at the place you picked up your Travis, in the bigger sizes, they only had one pair.
Mm-hmm.
And more than likely, that pair was either the other sizes that they had in the big sizes were already spoken for, and they were just having the crowd fight over one, or that pair itself was probably getting held for somebody anyway. You know what I mean?
much like Mr. Think said, when we were doing the whole military blue pickup, where he went in there, and there were already names on the list ahead of him. So those pairs were spoken for, much to your point, Lewis.
So I'm just like, if what we want is better ways to cop kicks, then these stores have to take into account, like, all right, there's got to be safer ways, more proper ways to do these kind of things. They should have had some type of security presence out there putting people in a line. You know what I mean? Just the fact that you got them all, a whole group of people trying to push on your doors trying to get in. And then you yourself are just like, well, hey, if you get a sneaker, you get a sneaker. And I get that, but at the same time, it's like, come on, man. Someone got hurt out there. You know what I mean? Like, they're suing you and they're suing your establishment.
Yeah, facts.
Point blank. You know what I mean? Facts. I agree with you 100%. Mr. Think, what's going on? What you think, brother?
It wouldn't be a bad idea to have security, but people need to do better and act better. You can't have security everywhere you go, right? So, get a concealed weapons permit, man, if you need it.
Oh, shoot. You going to jail in New York.
I said permit. I didn't say legally carry.
I don't even think they allow concealed carry outside the home like that in New York City.
Well, that's New York. I'm in Colorado. But I agree. Yeah, I mean, you should have security there for maybe these big releases. But then again, who's going to pay for that? It's going to be the establishment. And like Perp said, man, sometimes, they're getting the publicity any way you slice it. But if people don't know how to act, man, that's people. Because watch this, that can happen at DSG. That can happen at anywhere, to be honest with you. And, you just need to, man, look. All right. Let me say this, and I'm all jokes aside. At the end of the day, man, it's sneakers, man. I mean, we love our kicks and the whole 9 yards, but guys, come on, man, it's sneakers. What are we doing?
Absolutely.
I mean, look, we're all old enough to remember a time where people were out here, unfortunately, getting killed over their shoes.
Yeah.
Jay, you and I were talking about it. People was getting killed over starter jackets.
Yes.
8-ball jackets in New York. 8-ball jackets.
Oh.
I'm talking about the leather 8-ball jackets, man.
Okay.
Somebody would shoot you, put a hole in the jacket, and still take it.
Didn't I just say that yesterday, Jay?
Yep.
Didn't I just say that?
You did.
Not about the 8-ball, but about the starter jacket. But still, like, you shoot somebody, like, now you got a bullet hole in your jacket that you just took. Like,
And you still gonna wear it?
Oh yeah.
You just walking around with the evidence on.
Yeah, it's just crazy, man. It's crazy. And like I said, man, I don't disagree with you. Wear your kicks, like, hey man, camping's for the birds. But like I was saying back then, when you would camp out with people, right? Some people you don't even know, you instantly have like that connection with people because you guys can talk about sneakers, fashion, whatever the case may be, basketball, because you guys are out there trying to do the same thing and just have a good time. And it is the few idiots that come out and destroy a good time, whether you cop or not. That's what it's really all about that I think people are missing. It's that connection of what we enjoy, rocking, collecting sneakers.
Real quick, I'm going to read a couple comments here. Bo Dominican York goes, good insurance, he's covered, but the brand value is a bigger concern. Facts. That's true.
Absolutely.
That's true. What we got here from DJ Tyler Radio. It's kind of crazy how all the young kids are dressing so fresh nowadays. It's cool to see the style is up, and I'm glad that, or at least hope, people aren't being as violent towards each other over this. Yeah, I mean, it's rare to see violence against each other, but, even last year, there was some shoe that dropped. I mean, listen, there was video, if you guys recall, of people that were lined up. I don't know what city it was. I'm thinking it was New York based on the way the black dude was talking in the video, but they were in line for the Powerpuff Girl SB Dunks. And I remember dude was like wrapped up in a blanket and he was yelling at the group of young dudes that were in line saying, nah, you guys need to go to the back. Everybody else in the back, you there chilling and what, This stuff has been getting crazier, just because of the fact that it's rare now that we have these first come first serve lineups,
Yep.
which was one of the prominent ways we used to cop kicks, right?
Correct.
Right.
But the internet really okay. COVID has changed things a lot for people, especially when it comes to copping sneakers. Because if you recall, there was no more lining up. All you had was the internet. And I wonder, do you guys still feel like we would really still be in that type of era had COVID never happened?
Well, we were already, copping sneakers on the internet. We were already doing. They were getting away from in-store raffle, because if you remember Foot Locker, right? You had to go ahead and use the beacon to go to that particular store to say, hey, put your name in that raffle, right? And then it got away from that. So it was already occurring. The transition was occurring. But I agree with you. When COVID hit, things changed. People had more expendable money, right? So then that's when reselling exploded. I mean, it already was there. It has always been there, but it truly exploded during the time of COVID. And I miss the old days, and I understand why the stores will say, hey, man, first come, first serve, because of what's going on with the bots. Everybody complaining about bots. But we know we can't get rid of the back door. We can't get rid of, hey, John owns a store. He knows a friend over here who already grabbed his pair on that day. So there's certain things we cannot get. You got to take the good with the bad. It depends upon which level you want to go ahead and pick. That's what it boils down to.
You actually raised a good point, Lewis. And the reason why I think you raised a good point is because even if we push sneakers aside, I know y'all remember the old school, everyone, even in the chat, the old school Black Friday, Best Buy, wherever people will line up.
Oh,
Walmart,
yes.
doors open, and people just Kmart, and people just stampede each other
over people. Oh yes, it used to be on the news all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, we see what they did with the release of the Concord 11s, right? We saw how that went in New York.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, but the famous video that floats around, I think, is in the Cleveland Mall. I want to say, I don't think it was New York City that they showed that video of the way they were lined up around the mall. I know there were issues in New York too, so I'm not trying to mitigate what you're saying, Perp. But I think that famous video where it shows people getting trampled over was at a mall in Cleveland, and yeah, the Concord 11. Matter of fact, last year Z Sneaker had posted something about how it was like the 9th year anniversary or something like that. Or when did the Concords retro?
2016.
So 2016. So last
like 2016.
year, yeah, it was the 7th year anniversary, and they were and that video was floating around again of what happened, and people were getting hurt, and they had to they called the police in, ambulances were called in. I mean, it was just crazy out there what was going on for those Jordan 11s at that time. Now imagine we were still like that now for kicks, bro.
Nuts.
Well, they re-released them down in DC. Was it last year, Jay, or was it year before last?
Year before last.
Year before last, right? They brought them back out, and I just happened to be down there.
Yep.
For business at that time. And so I swung straight over there to Nike from the airport, and they had eaten those 11s up, but it was still massive crowds out there. It was a little tense. So I mean, they're still garnishing a lot of those, people that are just like out there trying to get them. They don't care by any means necessary.
Yep.
We got one here from Bo, New York. He goes, Bo Dominican, New York goes, I have personal friends that won't buy certain Jordans because he got robbed on the New York City trains in the 90s.
Hey, yo, Bo, let me speak in that, man. 90s, all right. He is not lying, and I'm sure Perp can tell some stories too. It had nothing to do with being a punk. It had nothing to do with none of that stuff. You get on the train, you tucking in your chain, I mean, there were certain things you were doing because at the end of the day, you wasn't safe, man, riding that public transportation. Let alone you weren't even safe walking down a block, probably in your own area, depending on who you're walking past. So yeah, that was common. That was very common. That was very common. Nowadays, especially at my age, if somebody comes up to me and give me a compliment on my kicks out here in Colorado, I'm like, all right, thanks, boom, boom, boom. Back then, when someone's asking you nice shoes, what size are those? You be like, man, they're not your size, man, because they're about to take them. I'm telling you right now, that's the way they got down.
What
They
size
wasn't
are
giving you a
those?
compliment. Hey, yo, man, those are dope. Yo, those are, man, what size are those, homie? You're like, oh yeah, man, they're 12. Yeah, all right.
Yeah. Oh,
Right.
so you know what? You bring up a good point too, because remember the smaller sizes were the sizes that everyone was trying to come by.
That was the money size.
Yeah, the money sizes used to be the small sizes. I don't know when it flipped to the bigger silhouettes, size like 10 and a half and up.
Yeah.
But yeah, the smaller sizes used to be the sizes everybody would try to come off on.
Yeah, bro. Matter of fact, to Bo's point, check this out. I'm gonna share a story. This is a personal story. I got robbed on a bus. I ended up fighting the kids and got them back, but I broke them. But I got robbed on the bus. Do y'all remember when the big headphones was like a thing?
Beats,
Yep.
Beats
Like,
headphones.
It wasn't even Beats, bro. This is back in the day. I'm just talking
Oh,
about
you talking
Yes.
about way back? Okay.
almost like what I got on now, kind of deal. Like it was just like
Okay.
the big headphones.
The
was like a
DJs.
thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, like the DJ headphones. Man, I got robbed on the Q42. It was a bus. Like I said, my parents still live in Queens, man. Like to this day, 110th and Merrick, right? I got robbed on a Q42, which the Q stands for Queens. I got robbed on a Q42 bus, and somebody snatched my headphones. I ended up getting into a fight. I kicked the kid off the bus. I got my headphones back, but during the fight, they broke in the whole 9 yards. But this was over headphones, bro. Like literally over headphones. Straight up. Got my headphones back, but they were broken. But yes,
Yeah.
somebody snatched my headphones.
Y'all had 8-balls like in Chicago. We had Averexes at 50-50. So they used
Oh, the
Yo,
Averex.
the Averex is my joint.
Woo!
Yeah,
yeah.
The
Copy the Averex.
Averex Johns.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember them Averex jackets, bro.
$800 jackets, bro.
Man, them leather joints. Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember those.
Yeah, I had these rhinestones on mine. I ain't gonna lie, I remember my joint was fire.
Okay.
I'm sure I got pictures. I'm sure I got pictures of it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Remember the Pele jackets?
Pearly Pepper.
Yes. Belly Bells. Yes.
Yep. That too.
What else? There's another one out there. What was that brand? It was prominent though in like DC. Oh, the Coogee.
Oh, Coogee.
Coogee.
Oh yeah, they were real
Coogee.
big in the DMV.
I've never had a Coogee anything, man. I've liked it. Biggie was rocking a whole lot of Coogee stuff, but I never
Biggie was
personally I just
rocking
never had
a
a
lot of Coogee.
yeah. I never had Coogee. Iceberg was another one.
Yep,
If you
Iceberg.
remember
Iceberg. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Back in the day, back in the day, Carl Kanai. I used to rock a lot of Carl Kanai.
Oh yes.
Oh,
Carl
Kanai,
Kanai.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But-
Damn.
Was you rocking Carl Kanai and Timbos?
Oh yeah. Oh, Tim's. Bro.
You
Timbs.
can't talk about Carl Kanai without cross colors, baby.
Yeah, cross
That's
colors was
true.
another one.
Cross
Man.
Colors is another one.
Man.
Man, oh man.
Boy, we taking it back. We taking it
Oh.
back.
Oh man, I've forgotten about a lot of this.
Man, we talk about some Tims.
There we go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Pull out
There
some
we
butters
go.
on them.
There you
Butters.
go.
Yes.
Sweets.
The butters.
Straight throw bite.
Got that.
No. Swear to God, true story, man. I went out to college. I went to HBCU. My roommate freshman year was from Jersey. And when I tell you, we were in Alabama, right? And so, it was like 80, 90 degrees, man. He had like nothing but Timbs.
Yep.
He
Yep.
had
Oh yeah.
like 50 pair of Timbs, nothing
Yep.
else.
Yep. Yep.
Like,
Tims
y'all
and
just rock-
shorts.
Yep.
Tims
Yeah,
and shorts.
Timbs
Like
and
what?
Yep. Yep.
Like what?
In every color.
What? Yep.
Oh my God. That's
All right,
hilarious.
man. Let me get some of these comments
There
here.
you go.
What we got? DJ Tyler Radio goes, I'm really enjoying watching the vlogs of sneaker cons. I want to go to one someday.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you
Perk
got
was at something over the weekend. I was just at a local one over the weekend myself. Yeah, man. I mean, listen, I'm not sure what area you live in, but it's good networking. The bigger shows, I would definitely suggest, if you can, maybe a local show and then hit a bigger show.
Yeah.
So you can have like the appreciation for the difference. You know what
That's
I mean?
true. Very true. The bigger
Hey,
shows
DJ,
is
if you
a
falling through
different.
Chicago this year, man, SneakerCon will be back here in Chicago in November, man. Fall through.
Yeah, SneakerCon is. I'll tell you, man. SneakerCon and when I went in Phoenix, listen, I enjoyed it, man. SneakerCon was so great, and then when I went to Sneaker Exit in Dallas, Texas, which is not as big but still a nice venue, you definitely would catch an appreciation for a difference. You know what I mean? You absolutely will. It is absolutely a true difference, and I say do both.
My man said, last time I lined up was 2019 for Turbo Greens, not even for myself. Cross Country Mall, Yonkers, New York.
Cross Country Mall. I'm familiar with that mall. Yep.
Tyler goes, when Black Friday was Black Friday, there was no Black Friday sales before Black Friday. That's true. That's true. Now it's like 2 weeks worth of Black Friday leading up to Black Friday.
Yep.
Right.
Facts.
It's crazy now, you know.
Facts.
And now we got Cyber Monday and
Right.
whatever Tuesday. Yeah, man, they just tried to stretch it out so much.
Too much.
I remember that when people listen. My older sister used to be like one of those that really got out there lined up, anticipating Black Friday to get in there and get stuff, bro. She used to do that all the time, and she got a lot of deals too. Got a lot of deals, and you know they always try to entice you with them TV sales.
On Black Friday, I did it one time. I caught two 55-inch TVs, man, in 2 different locations. I was super happy.
There you go.
And that was the last time I did it.
Dude,
Yeah, I mean, listen, because now you got the internet to basically cop a lot of these Black Friday deals for cheap.
I'll never forget. I was in Phoenix, Arizona back in like 2016. Yeah, like 2016, and there was this store. They did a freaking sale on 50-inch TVs, 99 cents. You have bums, hobos. It made the news. I'm pretty sure you can Google this. You can't make this up. 99 cents.
How much?
99 cents for a 50-inch TV. 99 cents, Phoenix, Arizona. Like, you can't make this up. Like, it was crazy. But you couldn't take more than 2 pair per person. So you had homeless people going in there with shopping carts coming out with 2 TVs. It was crazy. People were fighting. Somebody had a knife. It was insane. 99 cents.
I'm trying to find something here about it.
Yeah, the news covered it and everything in Phoenix. KLM or whatever. Yeah, it was crazy.
Okay, I see. Hold up. Let me share my screen here because I'm seeing something about it.
There you go.
Yeah, see?
Oh wait. This says 2024. Never mind. I'm sorry.
No. This is like 15,
No,
16.
I just saw. No, I'm sorry. I literally just saw it say something about the TVs.
You know what?
And
I'm
then
gonna
I don't
talk
know
to
if
my
it's-
people out there and see if they can pull it up, and I'll drop it in the chat. It was crazy.
All right, cool. It's I
got a question for you.
Right. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. Finish. Go ahead, finish that thought.
No, I was just reading that. I see it saying something here about the TVs, and then it switches. And when I click on it, like it switches the link or something like that. I don't know.
It's something else. Yeah.
Technology ain't been my friend today for whatever reason.
I've been there many times. So, quick question. This is kind of off topic, even though we kind of talked about it earlier. But let me get your feedback on what is your personal thought. We talked about backdooring. Herb already mentioned, a name being on the list. When I went to DSG, it's all facts. But my question is, and this is totally like your own opinion. So there's no right or wrong answer, but
Okay.
we know that there's perks to certain jobs or careers or whatever that you have. At what point, to where it's like, hey, I work at Nike. I got dibs on sneakers. Do you see where I'm going with this? Like, that's a perk to working at Nike. You want that perk? Go get a job at Nike. Like, at what point is like the perk okay, or versus when it's like, man, that's not okay? That's kind of like my question. If you have that relationship established, like how Perp said, he was able to spin the block and grab an unclaimed pair. There's nothing wrong with that. It wasn't backdoored. I mean, he paid all that stuff. But my whole point is, at what point is it like, the scale tips to where it's like, that's okay, that's not okay? That's kind of like my question.
Who wants to take that first?
Man, let's go ahead, Jay, to the L.
Go ahead, Jay.
So here's my thing. Like, when you backdoor 50 pairs, 100 pairs, you know what I mean? I don't think that's what's up. I don't think that's cool, right? The sad thing is when we have celebrities who are backdooring their own stuff to other people, that is truly beyond sad. All right, that's just my opinion. I mean, I get it. Pairs get backdoor. We understand that if you are a employee for whomever, right? Supposedly, employees have to put in for a raffle, right? A separate raffle, an employee raffle to get these sneakers. But at the end of the day, we always know there's something going on. Generally, not all the time, not mostly, but generally things happen. I get that part. I'm not mad about that. But we're talking about hundreds of pairs, 50 pairs. That's where it becomes absolutely like a no-go. You know what I mean? In my opinion. But like I said, it's worse when celebrities do it. And we know that's
good explanation.
You know what I mean? So like you already, you know what I mean, a millionaire, right? So you think an extra $100 per sneaker is really gonna, really do something for you? Like, come on, man, let's keep it a beam, right? Let's keep it a beam. Like, it's sad. You already have a deal with whomever. You know you can get you multiple pairs pretty much for a couple of years. What's the point? What's the point?
I know. For me, I used to get free kicks all the time when Nike was my customer. So for me, I mean, it was like, okay, cool. We go on a golf outing, boom. They're literally just stacked up there. They're just giving them out like nothing. But I mean, that's what happens when you're a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate. But what I kind of think back to, and Mr. Think, I think you've seen this as well, like a couple of years. No, last year. Remember last year when the white Balvins came out, and you had DJ Khaled, like essentially like cyberbullying like J Balvin, for his pair of what
cyberbullying.
Like the
cyberbullying, bro. He pulled up on my man at the golf course.
Yeah,
him down to the point where J Balvin just took him off his feet and said, "Here you go, bro. Just take my shoes, man. Just take mine.
Right.
Take my pair."
But like leading up to that, for a whole 2 weeks before that, Lewis, man, he was on IG. He would not shut up about it.
Right.
To your point, where J Balvin was like, "Man, look, just take mine. Get the hell out of my face, man." Like,
yeah.
I'm tired of hearing it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so
facts.
The question is, was that okay? Was that acceptable? From you all's perspective.
I mean, from his standpoint, it worked because it got him the clicks and views, right? It was a conversation that was being had. You know what I mean? Like, when you get to that status, sometimes, even the smallest bit, good, bad, or indifferent, it brings eyes to you and brings eyes to your brand. You know what I mean? So, yeah, most of us. I mean, remember when DJ Khaled was getting carried across the sand for a concert?
Yeah.
Because he didn't want to get his shoes on the ground. It's like, man, here we go again. You know what I mean? But we were all talking about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We were all talking about it. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, it's free publicity, bro. Like, I feel like the DJ Khaled situation was probably staged. You know what I mean? To bring that hype. But if it wasn't, that's absolutely crazy because we already know Khaled, he is a member, of a certain particular brand.
That's
So it's
true.
not like he can't. It's not like he cannot get him a pair. It's not like he won't get a pair sent to him. So I
Right.
think that was staged to bring more hype to that particular or to
Oh,
those
yeah.
particular silhouettes. So that stuff is staged. You know what I mean? And what Khaled was doing about getting carried across the sand, again, it keeps his name relevant. It keeps that particular brand and that particular collab more relevant because of what he was doing. So that perspective is a little bit different opposed to just, certain people, truly backdooring sneakers in their own store
Right.
or on their
I
site.
feel you.
You know what I
feel
mean? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, real quick, we do have 15 minutes before 10 o'clock here. There are 2 shoes dropping today. We do have those Jordan 1 Low OG Silver Toes. They're supposed to be the lows to the Code Japans.
Yep.
And we also have a pair of Philly Dunks that are dropping on DTLR only, apparently. Real quick, let me just get to them because someone brought it up.
Is anybody interested in those lows, the silvers?
So these are the Phillies. And then let me see if I can get the sneakers app here and bring them up. Are you any of you guys going for them the silver joints that are dropping?
I'm not.
It wasn't on my radar.
It's nice. It's a nice pair, but it's a pass for me.
Now, if they came in a case like the highs, would you go for them?
I thought the highs were fire, bro. Like, I thought they were dope, but in my opinion, we talked about this. To me, there's bigger fish to fry right now, in my opinion. So I have to push these to the back of the line. And one of the things we talked about earlier today is the Yeezys. You know what I mean? I'm focusing on the Yeezys. I'm definitely focusing on June 7th, which is the Girl Dad Kobe Pro Tro 4s. And then we have the Nina Chanel's is dropping. So, there's bigger fish to fry at this point in time for me.
Look, I think right now, much to Jay's point, there are some things that we're working on right now. I'm sure all 4 of us in regards to things that we're chasing. Now, quick note. The J-Pack Chicago SB Dunks are at an all-time low right now. So if you do not have that sneaker in your collection, this is a perfect time to spin the block because they just had a restock in the EU not too long ago, and it drove the price down even more. So definitely something to add to your radar. But then also, Jay is working on a sneaker that is going to blow your mind. I mean, no one knows about this sneaker. Nobody. And I can't wait to see how that fire review comes in the next month or so. So stay tuned for that. Yes, sir. There it is.
Chicago joints. Yeah. All right, so hold up.
At one point, this was almost a $400 sneaker.
I remember that. That.
Now look at it.
Look at that. My size, I can go 177.
Yep.
Or size 11 and a half.
That's a must cop. It's a must cop. So my point is, you got little hidden gems out there like that right now with the hiatus that Nike's kind of going on for June and July. This is a perfect time to spin the block. Oh, there you go, Jay. That's a perfect time.
Jay got him? Hold up.
Yeah.
No. So
he's got a custom.
I got a custom made.
I remember that.
Yep. Those are the is that the Nike Dunk by Yous?
These are the Nike Dunk by Yous, and let me tell you, fam. Oh my gosh. This is absolutely a beautiful moment. I mean, listen, even the leather quality on the tongue goes unmatched. It absolutely matches the whole entire quality of the sneaker, man. And then
I got a couple Nike Dunk by Yous, and I can vouch for that.
And y'all, bro.
He put his name on the back of the heel too,
bro. All done on the Nike app at Nike Dunk by You. I'm talking about all done by Nike, and the quality of this silhouette is better than a lot of your high-priced dunks. No cap.
Wow. What's the price on those though, Jay?
So when these drop, I spent $150.
That's right.
It was a
$150 for
buck
those.
50, and you know when you get your shoe box, it's customized to your name and your size. Your name is
Yes, it
literally
does.
on the box.
That's right.
Mhm.
So Purple Haze, bro. You absolutely right. Those JPAC Chicago's, wake up, fire,
Mhm.
fire,
Better get
fire,
them while they right.
Yeah.
Get them while they right.
fire.
Because I definitely put a what the dunk type of spin.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
dope.
Onepair.
Hey, spin the top. Let's see the top. That's dope.
Hey, give yourself the plug, bro.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, give yourself the plug, man.
That's
Good.
fire. That's fire
There
right
we
there.
go.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
different.
that leather quality, bro. Look at the
Yeah.
tumbling
Woo,
back
buttery.
in there.
Buttery.
Got that tiger suede on there, that crocodile suede in there. You
That's
know what I'm
buttery.
saying? Look at that. Got them initials there on the tongue.
Oh, man.
Yup. Now that's
Oh,
just
yeah.
the right shoe.
You did your thing with
That's
that one.
dope. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. On
And then
the
here's the
tongue?
left one.
Oh, yeah.
Man. Yeah, bro.
Yup.
Yeah, that's fire.
Fire.
That's straight heat.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, man.
Hey, but well
That's
worth the money,
nice.
though, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's just one of and that's one of a couple Nike Dunk Bayous that I got. So heck yeah.
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 One of a couple. So damn that listen. And I must say, I'm converted. I'm finally an SB guy.
He has seen the light.
Finally, I have seen the light.
Pause. I need you to redact those prior statements. Yeah, there we go. There you go. Give yourself some light. Give yourself some shine. Give yourself some shine.
Yeah, I've seen the light. All right. SB Dunks. Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad you redact those prior statements.
Yeah, man.
Can you give Purple Haze some shine, please?
Oh.
Can you give him some
Don't
shine,
mind
please?
if I do.
Oh, what? Oh,
Don't mind
what?
if I do.
What are we talking about now?
Why
Okay.
are we giving him the shot? What's up?
Purple Haze is what I'm talking about. We got to redact. We got to redact a statement.
Oh,
Jay-
about the dunks?
J Bows.
Oh, the J Bows.
Oh.
Okay, so okay. So just to give a quick high and tight here, I have been heavy charging for the Black Balvins for I don't know since way over last year, right? I
Yep.
definitely
No.
said I needed the black ones.
Yep.
I don't care about the
No.
white ones. I need those black ones in my life, right?
Yep.
No diddy. So now with that being said, with that being said, I had the opportunity, as you all know, to do a side-by-side comparison, both in hand and on foot. I'm a converted believer. The white ones are clearly more
No.
superior. Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Where's the mute
In
button?
craftsmanship, in leather quality, in feel, in everything. Across the board, the whites are clearly more superior.
Oh snap!
Come on,
I'm a believer.
man.
I'm a believer.
Oh
So listen.
snap!
I've now shifted my focus.
Oh, snap.
Here's why I'm so hyped, right? Because Purple Haze just dogged me. I'm talking about. I said I love the J Bow. I love the Rios. All right, no cap. But he dogged me like almost 3 times a week about this. We would get into like almost like cursing fist fights over the phone about this. Okay. And when he told me, I agree with you. I said we got to redact that statement because y'all put me on some redacts. I had to.
Damn.
Put me on blast on that one. I'll remember that. Don't worry about it.
Ah!
Damn.
I won't forget that one.
Oh snap! Okay.
Man, listen.
I'm telling you, Lewis, you got to do a side by side in hand and on foot, man. That's the only way to really make that evaluation.
I'm telling you.
But I've seen the Medellin pair several times.
But have
I've
you
seen
had
the
them in
Medellin
hand?
pair.
Have you had them on foot though? I did a straight walkthrough car wash evaluation of them in detail. The only thing missing was the magnifying glass. I had to do that side by side comparison, even coming to that conclusion. That's crazy. I gotta have the white one. The white was so fire. And videos and
They
photos,
clean, ain't they?
and even seeing them from across the room don't do them justice.
Mm.
Perp.
Yeah.
See
They
that black
fire.
color, that black just makes those colors, in my opinion, stand out that much more
Oh yeah.
than the
No
Medellin
doubt.
pair. I mean, listen, the leather quality of the Medellin pair is great. You know what I mean? Like I'm not knocking that shoe at all, but I just think the black makes the other colors pop so much better.
Oh,
So-
no doubt.
So you feel like I'm just asking this question. You like the Rios better because the black pair makes the color pop more? Is that your justification?
That is like the sunset colors look better against the black overall uppers on that shoe
Okay.
versus on the Medellin pair. Like I don't know. To me, it looks they look muted against the sail leather that they have on there.
The reason why I say that is because the Medellin, the leather quality to me is just a little bit better, but also when it comes to the Medellin pair, they're more wearable, more rockable, and you can do more with it. You can do more with it.
So you think the styling is easier with the Medellins than the Rios?
Not styling because they're the same, but the color blocking.
So that's what I'm saying. Because of the color blocking, you're saying it's more wearable, so it lends itself to a bunch of different fits versus the Rios, not so much.
Correct. Taste and preference, you know.
Interesting. Okay. But see, usually they say black goes with everything.
White does too.
The
I've never
unstoppable
heard-
force versus the immovable object.
But I've never heard anybody say you're not supposed to wear black after a certain time of year.
After Labor Day?
That is
Yeah.
true. Labor Day, after Labor Day,
Right?
or something like that.
I've never heard him say that.
Oh, he reached for that one.
Right.
He reached for that one.
I like it, though.
Oh,
I like
man,
it.
that
No,
one.
I liked it. I liked
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
Hey, I'm gonna
I like
give
it.
you an answer on that one.
Yes.
You're right. Listen, you're right. No cap. You're right.
Louis, you wrong for that. You wrong for that.
Hey. Listen, this is a show where we talk about kicks and fashion, right?
Absolutely.
Listen, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, fam. So listen, we got 4 minutes.
4 minutes until
before
the
both
drops. Now, the thing with DTLR is it's only, I think it's first come, first serve. There was raffles for Philadelphia. Now, I don't know if those Philly Dunks are dropping on the Nike app or at any point in time. I heard they are. But listen, the way DTLR's been doing stuff, bro, like it's wild. For example, these right here, the Black Cat Spizikes. I just posted my review on these. They just popped up out of nowhere on DTLR site. And let me tell you something right now. These here.
You know what? I'm glad you just brought that up, Louis. So let me ask you a question. I already talked to Jay about this a while back, right? Just hypothetical, right?
Okay.
Hypothetical. Let's just say, Spizikes, they've been, being pumped out left and right lately, it seems, right?
Yep.
What do you think a decent Spizike autographed by the man, the myth, the legend, Spike Lee himself would really fetch out there on the market?
Ooh. Well, let me start with this. Sad to say, it'll never fetch as much as it would if the man had passed away and you had it.
Of course, because I have a flip side and after you're done with this.
Tyler, yo, Tyler, that's not what they're called, bro.
Oh no!
Dong this Spizikes. They're called the Dong Dans. Dong Dans Spizikes. Listen, I think it probably, I I would say at least a little over a stack. I
You
would say
think?
at least a little over 1,000, at least. And then part of it too would come down to which Spizike exactly too.
Yep, exactly.
That's
exactly.
going to be right. There's because I think him signing a Spizike itself probably command like a couple hundred. You know what I mean? But him signing a certain Spizike that gets put out would probably command like a couple thousand.
Okay. So here's the flip side of the question that Jay asked me, right? And when he hit me with it, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I didn't even think about that, right? And we're all in that era. We're all in this genre, right?
Oh, look,
Especially 'cause
perfect. Here we go.
conversation.
My
Now,
man ATT Chris, hold up. My man ATT Chris tapped in. I had offers for $1,500 on my autographed OG Spizikes, black, red, green with the hang tag autographed by him. There you go.
okay.
There you go.
Okay.
ATT Chris tapping in. Thank you so
Hell
much,
yeah,
sir.
man. Appreciate
Real
everybody that's
time.
tapped into the chat with us this
Real
morning.
time example. There we go.
Yep.
Now, here's the flip side of that Jay posed to me, right? Now you take a pair of Jordan 3s with Spike Lee's signature on, autographed.
But why? What was the backstory why I said the 3s?
Well, I came in over the top with the backstory, but I just assumed that's why you were saying it, right? So we all remember back in the early 90s, right? With the Michael Jordan, Spike Lee collaborations, right? With
Is it the
Nike
shoes?
commercials. The
Yep.
shoes,
Is
right?
it the shoes?
What did he
Yeah, is
always
it the
have on?
shoes?
And what did he always have on in those commercials? Jordan 3s.
Mhm.
Always.
8 o'clock.
But
fellas.
wasn't it? But it was.
8 o'clock.
But it was before. Yes, 10 o'clock now, guys. Drop on Sneakers app. Drop on DTLR. I'm sitting here lunching right now.
That's what I was trying to tip you
I'm
off.
sitting here lunching right
get on
now.
it. I'm
You
not
know what I
going for
mean?
it, but let me look. I'm looking on mine right
me
now.
neither. But
Shoot.
that's what I was trying to tip you off.
Let's see.
Remember in the movie though, She's Gotta Have It. He was wearing the Jordan 4s. Remember?
That's true.
And he
Yeah.
didn't want to take the Jordan 4s off his feet for nothing.
That's true.
Remember he said that? They don't come off for nobody.
Yeah.
Very true.
Right.
That's true.
Where these dunks at?
They're not showing up either because I'm in
They're
here.
not.
I don't see him either.
Let me refresh.
I'm searching
Yes,
Philadelphia dunks.
yes, ATT Chris or the Mars Yard 4s. Yes, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yup. True. That's dead on. That's smack on right there.
Yeah.
Yep. Bullseye.
And you know what's interesting about the Air Jordan 1 Low OG Silver shoes? They're on Nike.com. Nike just
Already?
literally hit me.
They flipped right over to Nike.com.
Listen, look. Well, I don't know if y'all can see it. They're on Nike.com. Look.
I see him here, 140 on Sneakers app. Yeah, but you already got them on Nike.com?
I'm already looking.
Wow.
Full
Okay.
size run. Look,
Maybe.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh, I'm not. Listen, I believe you.
There you go. Look.
I
There you
also
go.
think. Well, I don't have a message here from Soul Retriever that the dunks dropped on DTLR, so maybe they moved the time on them.
Tyler said maybe 11 a.m. they'll
Yeah,
drop.
there you go. Maybe there you go. Okay. HC Chris goes under releases, but says coming soon. Okay. So
Okay.
maybe it'll be a little later drop. I'll have to keep on that. But man, listen, Spike Lee. Most people don't remember that. Well, a lot of the older cast remember, but the young ones, they have no idea how much of a contribution Spike Lee was to the sneaker community, especially Jordans.
Absolutely facts. Yeah.
Well, what's interesting though is that remember, in talking about those Jordan commercials, you see now Adidas has kind of been making. They remind me of those old Mike commercials now with the AE ones. Did you see the new one that they just put out there, where it was about all the receipts that my man Anthony Edwards was taking note of what people were saying about him. And so the one dude was sitting there on a bench, and there's like this machine, and it keeps popping out receipts. And really, what it is tweets that they're putting on receipts. And as that's happening, like he's kind of a little bit off in the distance, taking jump shots, listening to the guy read off the comments people are saying about him. And the whole feel of it itself just reminds me of a lot of those old Michael Jordan commercials that they put out there. Have you guys had a chance to see it yet?
No,
I haven't.
Yeah.
I definitely got to check it out now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean a lot of those commercials they've been putting out now for the AE1s, man, it definitely has that feel. Definitely has the feel.
You know, let me say this, man. Anthony Edwards, listen, the dude is a baller. I would never take nothing away from him, man. That young guy is absolutely gonna be something later down the line.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you know, my problem is with, you know, these leagues, these analysts or whatever, they overly hype individuals up too early, too soon. And what I'm saying is that Anthony Edwards absolutely soon will be a superstar. He's a star. He's not a superstar yet. You know, it went so far as to say that he is the face of the NBA. And I'm gonna tell you right now, false. Not even close.
Who would you say is the face?
The face of the league, you know, I would still have to say he's not the best player in the league, but he is the face of the league. He's not the GOAT, but it's LeBron. LeBron is still the face of the league, but the best player in the league is Jokic. By far. By far, Jokic is the best player in the league. By far. Nobody is touching Jokic. Nobody.
I'm gonna let you two take that first.
Yeah, think about it. And I'm gonna make another comment for you guys.
I'm gonna let y'all take that first.
I'm gonna let you make another comment real quick, right? One more, right? Anthony Edwards, you know, dope player, but he's stepping out of bounds. He said that Kyrie Irving cannot stick him. Kyrie put the burners on him. He couldn't handle Kyrie. Kyrie was giving him some defense, and Kyrie's not a defensive player. So when it comes to someone who's seasoned, let me get that seasoned salt. All right, let me get a little pepper on it. All right, look at me. Kyrie Irving absolutely displayed his greatness, and there should not be a reason why Kyrie should not be getting some credit for that, because Anthony Edwards is absolutely a problem on the court. But you have to, if you're gonna talk stuff, you got to be able to win something. You talking too early, you have not won nothing yet. Message.
Boy said it with his chest. The boy said it with his chest. What's you think? What you got?
Talking about the Joker, is the Joker, you said the Joker is the best player in the
He
league
said
right
no
now?
one's touching.
He's the
He
best player
said
in
no
the league.
one's touching him.
No one's touching him.
You gotta think about it that long. You can't agree with that.
Yeah, I'm and watch this. That has nothing to do, like what I'm thinking about has nothing to do with, you know, with the Nuggets falling into the Timberwolves. You know,
Yeah, I got you.
it has. So that's why I was thinking about it.
Tyler, man.
Right. Yeah. Anthony. All right. So let me talk about Anthony Edwards. At his age, what is he? 22 years old, right?
Yeah, he's young.
About 22, yeah.
I honestly think for his age and his style and what he's doing, I believe he's another unicorn, just like Wemby. That's what I'm thinking about Anthony Edwards.
The Wemby.
Definite unicorn for him to be doing what he's doing, you know, at this particular stage of his career. So, as for futuristically speaking, yes, I mean, the dude is a monster. He's going to be a problem because he's a problem right now, right? So he's going to be a bigger problem. I can totally see that. God bless him. I hope he stays healthy, right? But the next part is that's a good question. Kyrie did do his thing, and I do agree there. Like Jay said, there was some seasoning there and some experience, right? There's always going to be some playoff and final experience that's going to, you know, start to shine in those type of situations. as far as face of the NBA, did you mention you said LeBron is the face of the NBA, and I do agree with that. But with Joker, is Joker the best player in the league? I don't know. That's my answer. I honestly don't know.
That's a tough one, huh? Okay.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
What you got, Perp?
Yeah, I'm with Derek on this one, man. I'm just it's a tough one, man. It's just so much raw talent out there right now. I think though to be the face of the league is one thing, right? But to be the best player in the league is another, right? Because the burden that comes with being, the face of the league is you have to have not only, a proven battle tested track record, but then you also have to be marketable, right? You also have to be able to walk across both sides of the fence here, and you have to be able to appeal to the masses. And not everybody has that charisma. Not everybody has that stock. So I definitely agree with the motion that yes, LeBron James is the face of the league, and he will continue to be the face of the league until he retires. I truly believe. It's just so much that goes with that. But as far as Joker goes, that's a tough one, man. I don't know about that one. I don't have the right ammo to fight you on that one right there. So I gotta digress. But yeah, I don't know if I agree with that.
Okay.
Listen, as good as the Joker is, no, he's not the best. He's not.
Okay.
And as far as the NBA is concerned, I mean, they've been trying to maintain the viewership of LeBron while also trying to shift to the next face of the league because, LeBron's on his way out versus someone else who's now coming up. And with everything that's been going on with Anthony Edwards, I feel like it's slowly going over to him. Because really, when you look at it, who else in the league is as marketable? Because they tried it with Ja Morant, and look how that went.
Ja messed himself up.
Ja Morant was okay because it was going to be Zion.
Right.
And then, because remember, they both got drafted the same year, Zion and Ja Morant. And everyone thought that Zion was going to be the better player. But it turned out Ja Morant was. But then he ran into all his issues. So they had to push that down to the wayside.
One sec. And that's only because of the face that Jay's making. So you said that Ja Morant's a better player than Zion. Is that the face you're making, Jay?
Absolutely. Even with Zion Williams being overweight, Ja Morant is not even doing what that man can do. No, and Ja Morant is absolutely dope.
Why? Because of his dunks?
No.
Because of his dunks?
No. You don't see his rebound and you don't see his defense?
No, listen. We're not talking about right now. And no one's really talking about Zion that much. No one's really talking about Zion that much.
Yo, them faces is getting me.
He can make all. Listen, you can make all the. Matter of fact, let me help you out.
No, the faces is
getting me. You can make all the faces you want.
Yo, let's go.
You can make all the faces you want.
Yo, I had to stop you, Lewis. I was like, hold on a second, man. Jay doesn't agree.
Hey, can we thumbnail that?
No, my bad.
You made all the faces you want.
No, finish your thought. My bad.
But what I'm saying is, when they came into the league, all right, yes or no, there was a lot of negativity around what was going on with Zion, and Ja Morant's story was starting to really blossom. Ja Morant was getting a lot of the headlines, bro, and then he wanted to be a gangster. And that's
but
what.
You know what? Neither one
And
of
he
them
fell
have what
off.
it takes to be the face of the league. I don't care what anybody says. Number one.
True, but a lot of people were. But remember now, a lot of people were comparing John Morant's play to. I see his face. He played for the Bulls and then got hurt. He just retired recently. Thank you, Derrick Rose. Yes, a lot of people compared John Morant's play to Derrick Rose's play. Okay, and Sports Center, John Morant. Zion, hurt again. Zion's overweight. Zion needs to lose weight. Zion needs to get in the gym. They weren't talking about him like that. You know what I mean? So it was John Morant's opportunity to seize the moment. And then we saw what happened. So then it was a shift back now to all the stuff with LeBron because they had no one else really to talk on. And LeBron's still somewhat trying to chase Jordan, but it ain't happening at this point. You know what I mean?
Facts.
But that's part of the reason why, like the Lakers make it into the playoffs, but they're not a real team of contention for the chip. They're not. So as far as marketability is concerned, and you see what Adidas has been doing with Anthony Edwards, and Anthony Edwards is almost every night showing up there on the highlight reels of Sports Center. They're talking about him. I mean, the team. Listen, no one expected the Timberwolves to beat the Nuggets. No one expected that.
I give you that.
I did.
So the fact that they pulled that off,
both.
and he was a prominent figure in helping them win. I mean,
sure.
They got steamrolled by Dallas, but Mike got steamrolled by the Boston Celtics. Even though he dropped 63 in the Garden, Celtics went on to win that series.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. There's things I agree and disagree with you, but I mean, this is the beautiful side about, sneakers, sports. I love it.
So just a quick side note, because I have to work this morning. I do think that Zion could possibly be one of the biggest upsets in NBA history. If he cannot stay healthy. He can probably claim something like that, especially for how he was drafted, where he was drafted, and the amount of attention and everything that he was given, and
all the baby mama drama. Strippers.
It can, yeah. He's gonna have to do something. He's gonna have to pull something off. To be honest with you, he can end up being one of the biggest upsets.
A whole new PR team.
Let me say this, but Zion Williams, this last season was healthy. Nobody could handle him in that paint. Nobody. And if you see, even though he was overweight at the beginning of the year, he was still balling, averaging 25 a game. And then at the end of the year, you see his body transformed, looking like almost a bodybuilder. And he just got even better. So I understand what you're saying. Yes, Zion Williams is on a thin rope. But when it comes to just raw talent and just being out of weight, out of shape, he still cannot be dominated when it comes inside that paint.
Yeah, he's a monster.
Cannot. So when it comes to defense, rebounding, making plays, blocking shots, bro, Zion Williams, he has the pedigree. He just needs to put in the work. But
that's exactly what I'm saying. Like
Zion's gonna need that Kobe system. That's what he's gonna need.
You know what I mean? But you can't do nothing with him. You can't do nothing with that guy. So if I'm picking someone who's healthy, listen, Anthony Edwards could move into that transition phase, absolutely. But when it comes to like someone who can dethrone, and I'm talking about who was fully healthy, no issues, Zion is a bad boy, bro. That's a bad boy.
Mm-hmm.
Bad boy.
Well,
all right. Quick question. Could Luka be the face of the NBA?
Hey, he put in the work.
No, Luka cannot.
What about you, Perp? What you think?
I agree.
I'm just talking about the face.
No, I agree. I think right now the NBA, and I don't want to get too deep down a rabbit hole with this, but the NBA right now, they're trying to step very lightly when it comes to certain sensitivities, right? and to make an immigrant, right? An immigrant with an other type of face, right? The face of the league, without any type of substantial charisma, without any type of substantial connections to the U.S. They want somebody that's a tried and true U.S. red-blooded American, right?
But do they though? With as much as they're trying to push the international agenda of NBA basketball.
Oh, they do because at core it's still the U.S. at the end of the day, and
Correct.
they still want to be very sensitive to a lot of the different organizations and groups that are tied to and give much money to and lobby for support of the NBA.
Makes sense.
It goes deeper.
Okay, but by that logic, if you recall, there was a point in time where Yao Ming was like the talk of the town.
Right? But what
Yao
happened?
Ming, now you're right. It was a small window, but even if we cross over and you look at right now in baseball, the talk of the league in baseball is Shohei Ohtani, the dude that came over from Japan.
Yeah. Oh, he's the best. He's the best.
You know what I'm saying? Like he right now is the face of Major League Baseball. He's the best one.
He absolutely.
But I see your point. But at the end of the day, Porsche versus Mercedes, right? Two completely differently run companies. The MLB is run so completely night and day as opposed to the NBA, right? So you have to keep that in mind. And then also, really quick, with what went on with Yao Ming, at the end of the day, we see where we are right now with tensions with China. So it gets very sensitively political when it goes, and they tried it with that litmus test and they see where it ended up. So that's why they've never tried to really spin the block with that, and they kind of wanted to keep it more local, if that makes sense. So just something to think about.
Ken Norton goes, I think Luka is too much underrated. He's a great player, but a lot of people underrate him. I mean, when you watch Luka play, like he kind of smoothly floats around sometimes. When you watch Luka Doncic, would you agree with that or no?
I do, absolutely.
Yeah. He just kind of he floats around and just shows up. That's really what it comes down to. He floats around and just kind of shows up sometimes. Versus like Kyrie's just going at him. You know what I mean? But, gentlemen, I know you guys said you had to hop early this morning.
Yes, sir.
What do you got to close out?
Hey, I'm going to go ahead and go first, man. You know what? It's a pleasure seeing you guys' faces, man, because I know I've been gone personally. I've been working harder than a Hebrew slave. So I'm just letting you know that. I mean, Moses is like, let my Derek go. See, Moses is coming through for me. So,
oh my goodness.
So I'm telling you right now, man, it's good to see your faces. We have 6 subscribers at the moment. So shout out to all 6,000 of y'all at the Onepair at Atime channel. So everyone who's tapped in right now with us, head over there because that's going to be our main platform with us right here. Man, much love. I appreciate y'all for that.
And just put the link in the comment section for everybody. Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to the Onepair at a Time channel, because eventually all the lives will be funneled to that channel only. Coming up here soon. Jay, what you got, bro?
Hey, fam, I just want to say, listen, without y'all, this is not possible. We, and I, including myself, we appreciate all you guys for rocking with us every week and also checking out our videos on our separate channels. Much respect, much love. Don't forget about Rejuvenated Cleaning Products, fam. We are absolutely here for y'all. You know the model.
Family, it's so great to see all 3 of you guys' faces, but I will definitely say, man, I miss the 5th, member of our group, which is the chat, right? Thank y'all so much for the love, the support, tapping in with us week after week after week after week, man, and just really just sharing some good insight.
Yes.
Really just giving us some really good things to think about. So thank you all to the channel first and foremost, and continue to like, share, subscribe, and definitely if you haven't, subscribed to the new platform yet, please go in and hit that button for us. And your support, it carries us more than you even imagine at this point. So Thank you all. My family, it's always good tapping in with you guys, man, especially on a Saturday morning, man. I feel like it's a great jump start to the weekend for me and hopefully the chat and everybody else as well. So thank y'all. I salute y'all.
Heck yeah, appreciate that. Listen, we are definitely going to be bringing you guys more and more content to the One Pair at a Time channel. Things have just gotten started. Trust us, man. We got some great things on the way. We do.
Yish.
We got some great things on the way here. But man, listen, Saturday, June 1st, halfway through 2024. Next week, man, we definitely got to talk about what is the top sneakers that have dropped now.
Yes.
Think about that. So think about that, right? So next week we gotta bring that up. Guys, we're gonna be checking out. This is Lewis of the Way It Kicks channel, reminding you to be true, stay in the moment, and don't forget every day is a great day to wear your kicks. And we out.
Bam.